Okay, boys. Working on my build for 2K. 2K just dropped. I'm actually gonna make that my second. Oh, I just messed it up. Alright, we're gonna start off this year. I wish I turned off this music before I did this. But we're gonna start off this year with the power forward build. I like centers, I like being a big, but we're gonna start with a power forward this year because speed really does kill in 2K, and I think this is the best build that I saw out of the preludes. This build should be pretty fucking OP. Might not be the most dominant defensive build, but it'll be dominant on offense, and it'll be really good all around. We're gonna go with the speed and vertical pie chart because I want as much athleticism as possible. I'm not sure how much vertical is going to be really important this year, or strength. We got to play the game and find out, but we always know every 2K speed kills, and so having that 71 speed, and it's going to be a little more than that here after I edit this up. So pay attention right here. Maxing out everything except post hooks. 23 finishing badges. We're going to max out the playmaking simply because I want these badges. 13 playmaking badges, and that ball handling is going to get really high by the end of this. Now we max out interior defense, block, and both of our rebounds, because you know that's a must in 2K if you're making a big. That gets us to 20 or 19. Then we're going to max out lateral quickness. We're going to bring up steal. I have to remember exactly how high I go here. I think I brought it up to a 64 to have those 22, because I feel like I don't need that much free throw. 58. I didn't have a very high free throw with all my bigs last year, and if it's anything like last year, you will not need a very high free throw if you get the right animation. I had free throw 50 last year is what I used, and I hit free throws consistently as hell. It was so easy. So if you can really nail the timing on your free throw release, you don't need a high free throw. A build just like this will work. If you don't trust yourself, you can take that steal away, put up the free throw. It works either way. But this build right here, take a look. Quick math. 36. 59 badge upgrades is pretty great for this year. I think the highest I've seen, I did see one other build on YouTube was like 68, and I might make that build as well. Obviously Burley for the big guy. Burley. We're going to drop it to 6'8". Look at the boost you get at 6'8". Obviously we lose quite a bit of the interior defense, but the speed boost, +6 to speed and +6 to ball handling, this changes this build entirely. And it allows you to get +6 and +5 to that lateral quickness and that steal. This build is going to be able to lock up just about anybody on the court. You're going to be able to protect the rim. You're going to be able to help on switches and pick up on pick and rolls. You're going to be faster than any other center in the game. If anybody ever makes a 7-foot center, and listen, I like to play quite a bit of rec. So if you like to play park or twos, whatever, 1v1, all that shit, you might not like this build at all. I'm making this build for park, or for some park, and then also mainly for rec, because I like to play rec with my friends, and I think we're going to play quite a bit this year. And so that's what I'm making this build for. But if you don't like to play those kind of games, you don't have to make this kind of build like this. You can obviously edit it, but this speed is going to kill. So what I'm doing with the weight here, I'm focused on interior defense. I don't care what my strength is. I want my max interior defense. Strength can go down. And honestly, let me actually look at this right now, because I might actually do this a little different. Yeah, so you save yourself a lateral quickness, and you save yourself some layup. by going down. But honestly, do you save anything else? Let me look here. I'm not seeing anything else that gets saved. You don't. So I mean, honestly, if you want to, you could just go 279, keep that 77 strength up there. That helps. Or you can drop it down. It's not gonna really help anything else. So I think I'll go 279 here, keeping that max strength while still saving a little bit of layup and a little bit of lateral quickness. And then you max out that wingspan. Yep, that's how I did it. Yep, that's exactly how I did it right there. You max out the wingspan, end up with 73 speed, 73 strength, 71 acceleration, and 89 vertical. That vertical is going to be huge this year. If vertical has any impact on how well a big can get boards, get blocks, and get dunks, and finish inside, this build is going to be insane. And we do know for a fact that we get the +4 boost from 99, and we too, I believe, still get the Gatorade boost. So if we're looking at that, you go +8, talking about 81 speed on what is essentially going to be my center build. 81 speed, 79 acceleration. No other big in the game that is anywhere near bigger than me, that where it would make a difference, is going to be able to keep up with me. But then the finishing on this build is absolutely insane. 23 finishing badges, 91 driving dunk, 95 standing dunk. This thing is gonna body people. And you still have low 80s in the interior defense. So you're gonna end up with an 85 interior D, 87 block, 86, 87 rebounding. But then you're gonna end up with 76 lateral quickness and steal. This thing will guard just about anybody. If you want to make some changes and get that perimeter defense up there too, you can. I felt like I wasn't really necessary. I kind of looked into it a little bit, heard it's kind of just for shot contests. I'm really not worried about that. As long as I can stay in front of somebody, that's all I really care about. So this is my main build, my first build that I'm going to be making this year. Obviously, I'm going to make several other builds probably this season. But this is the one that I wanted to start with. I really enjoy playing big, and this is the type of big that I think I'm going to really enjoy playing with. And obviously, I was huge on Glass Cleaner Takeover last year. I think it is by far the best takeover you can have for a big man, especially with a build like this. I'm not worried about my finishing, because both my dunks being over a 90 and having 23 finishing badges, I'm not worried about getting buckets at the rim. But I am a little worried. I might need some extra help getting some rebounds, and I'm really not worried about blocking shots. I know I'm going to be able to force misses because I'm going to have Hall of Fame defense badges, and with the ratings I've got, I'm definitely going to make them miss shots anyways. So getting boards, I want that Glass Cleaner Takeover. That's the most important one for me right now. So that is my build, the Paint Beast Shawn Kemp. You know, these comparisons really aren't that great. I would say this thing is kind of similar. I would almost say kind of Bill Russell, but not really. Obviously, it's not the dominant defensive build that you would think of Bill Russell. But, you know, Blake Griffin, not a terrible comparison. Really good ball handler. Amazing finishing, obviously. Still very good on defense. So, just a very solid build. This is my build for the year. If you like this build, drop a like on the video. Be sure to subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the park and in 2K this season. We're going to have some fun. I'm going to be streaming. Be sure to check that out. Follow the socials. Thanks for checking out the video. Love you guys. Have a great day.